Well, higher than normal humidity across our region today is prompting a chance of isolated thunderstorms and a next weather alert. KCAL meteorologist Marina Jurica tracking what's in store. Marina, some folks have already experienced rain this morning.
That's right, Amy, and it'll be those pulses that'll keep happening ahead of the bulk of the moisture plume, which is out in the high desert. But Palm Springs just getting hammered. So if you're heading anywhere out on the 10 in that direction, just know you're going to have a lot of activity. We saw in downtown LA all the way up through the San Fernando Valley and into the Santa Clarita Valley some thunderstorms. Now just some scattered showers in that direction. But once again, like I said, there'll be pulses that'll continue to move from the high desert and our mountain locations towards the northwest. So these slow moving storms are possible, especially once we get into those afternoon heating hours between 1 and 5. And heavy rain is possible in those bouts with gusts of up to 60-mile-per-hour winds. And those winds coming out ahead of those thunderstorms could pick up a lot of dust as well. So watch out for that as we move into this afternoon. But the flood watch encompasses LA and Ventura County mountains as well as the Antelope Valley. So the next weather alert is through today. And we are cooler across a good portion of our viewing area where we've seen the rain. So all the way up into Ventura County throughout our valley locations and then definitely into the high desert. But where we're a little bit warmer is where we haven't seen so much of the rain yet, the 210 corridor and heading down towards the south. But as soon as we pop up those clouds and see a little more rain, we will get those temperatures down. But we are about 3 to 5 degrees cooler widespread in the region, and the Inland Empire much cooler than the 103, 104 you saw yesterday. And that has to do, of course, with the clouds. But it doesn't feel as cool, and that's because the humidity replaced it. And so because we're pumping the atmosphere full of moisture, it's very heavy, and it feels heavy for sure. Beach forecast, you guys are going to be the least affected. Maybe southern Orange County beaches might see a couple sprinkles, but otherwise mostly sunny skies and a high of 80 degrees. And highs along the coast will be in the 80s and the 70s, but it's so muggy, it's going to feel pretty thick out there. But 96 in Woodland Hills, 104 in Van Nuys, 100 in Palmdale and Chino, 97 in San Bernardino, and 96 in Pasadena. So we are in between these two systems. We've got an area of low pressure that is off the central coastline. We have an area of high pressure in the Four Corners. When the high is situated like this, remember just 10 days ago, it allows for the window to open for all of this moisture to get shoved right up into our neck of the woods. And that area of low pressure is making sure that it stays sandwiched in Southern California. So that's why those monsoon storms have a lot of energy to work with. More humidity, but we will cut this off as soon as high pressure shimmies a little further towards the east. Low becomes irrelevant, and by Friday we get rid of that humidity, and next weekend looks really nice for the bulk of our region, which is fantastic. But putting our next weather futurecast in motion hour by hour, you can see that portions of Orange County heading down into San Diego County, flipping up into the Inland Empire, and the Antelope Valley is where the storms start to blossom as we head into that 1 to 5 o'clock time frame. And then we can see it pop up once again throughout parts of LA and Ventura County. Overnight tonight, maybe a sprinkle, but it is really Wednesday afternoon only for our eastern counties that we get a chance once again to see those storms pop up, because we just don't have a lot of energy to last into tomorrow. These monsoonal storms are usually pretty quick and can get cut off easily. But LA and OC Metro, you can see those improvements by Friday and into the weekend. We're finally back to where we're supposed to be temperature-wise. And for the valleys, we will cool down as well after a slight chance for those storms today. And then the Inland Empire, you folks could tap into that moisture all the way until Thursday, but even your weekend next weekend looks much better.
Now you can get your KCAL news, weather, and live stream all in one place on the CBS News app. Download it free today.